paramedics, and their contribution is immense. The whole potential is yet to be displayed. It's a matter of time. So I'm extremely grateful to my colleague Ashish, CEO of the Skill Council, for being here. And it's a great opportunity for us to bring these two giant organizations together and work for making India as the best healthcare destination in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shetty. Man of few words, but the one who always walks his talk. Thank you so much. Dr. Selva Kumar, working for the Government of India in the capacity of Principal Secretary of the Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Livelihood. Who better can be the one to network and connect the dots together? He, in the previous meeting, said that Dr. Shetty and him have had a long association of 2 decades. Well, sir, I'm sure with the new team coming in place under the leadership of Dr. Shetty, in the shortest possible time, we will fast track, not compromising on the quality, but also connect the individuals who can be skilled, who can be placed under various segments for their livelihood, and few of them certainly will be making history in the new era of the entrepreneurship and startups in the country. May I invite Dr. Selva Kumar to address us?
Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Dev Shetty, Mr. Ashish, Mr. Atul Kocher, and dear friend Dr. Ramesh Thomas, and all the friends from the doctors fraternity and the health sector representatives. It's my privilege to be here on the occasion of 2 important organizations joining together to impart quality in health sector skill council. I'm really happy that Quality Council of India, when they have started this NABH process in 2010, Dr. Alex and Dr. Giridhar Jani, they have approached us with a proposal that we need to do accreditation of some of the government hospitals. That time, it was for the first time we were perplexed to know how the quality can be imported in the government hospitals. So the process was very tedious. It was, even though SOP was simple and clear, but the process was tedious. So in fact, it took long, 3-4 years to do that accreditation process. But nevertheless, it was a enjoyable journey for all of us who were involved in that accreditation process. So after this many years now, we could see many number of government hospitals also are getting accredited into the NABH fold. So the NABH as an organization has grown its strength, grown its size, and has put in place many of the good practices which are required in the hospital management. I'm really happy that Health Sector Skill Council is associating with the NABH for importing quality in the skill process. Last week we had a review by Honorable Prime Minister. He has invited all the chief secretaries of the states, and out of the in that review process, 2 continuous days of review process, 6 sectors have been identified as a star performing activities. Out of that, skill was one of the activity. In that, 2 states have been made nodal states. We had the process of collecting opinions, and suggestions from all the states. So Karnataka was given the opportunity of collecting information and discussions and thought process for quality in skilling. So we were the lead state for quality in skilling, and we were asked to make the presentation to our Prime Minister. That time, it was revealed that we may be doing a lot of skilling activities. We may be doing upskilling, reskilling, and other activities in skilling process. But how the quality is compromised or how the quality is yet to be important in full scale was the revealing information for all of us. So it's a process where we need to give more focus. Quality in every activity is important, but in skilling, if it's not there, then the output of all the products will be in very bad shape. So I certainly feel that hospital management and hospital processes require trained manpower. The trained manpower should be quality trained manpower. So for that, I'm really happy that today is the day when it is being materialized with a formal MOU. I really thank the organizers for taking up this MOU signing ceremony today, and I wish both the organizations a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Selvakumar, because many of our executive committee members who are here even today have witnessed the presence and participation of Dr. Selvakumar even in our previous meeting, where we discussed threadbare after the guests had finished their formal part of the proceedings. Many here have pledged to reskill, upskill, co-create new modules of the courses and put them into action. Well, after the COVID times, the words of renew, research, recharge, revisit are very common words which are making their rounds on their digital platforms especially. So I learned that in the past, the two giant organizations had indeed come together and signed an MOU for the joint collaboration. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to prove that the blueprint that we create today, we are going to put it into action. We are revisiting and re-endorsing that it is important for this important collaboration to take a leap forward to actually realize the purpose for which the two organizations have come together. If I may request Dr. Shanmuganandan also to step forward, because the next item on the agenda is the willingness to pick up the pen and actually sign the MOU. Where there is a will, there is a way, otherwise there are only excuses. So if I may have the document for the distinguished guests to place their signatures. This is Anshu and Pooja from HSSC. Stepping forward. To bring forth and to double check and make sure that we are writing something so very important, which is creating histories beyond the geographies. So this is a memorandum of understanding, which is to be signed between the two giant organizations. Dr. Kochhar, who is the CEO of NABH, is a dermatologist by profession, but please be sure of the fact that his commitment and dedication is not skin deep. He is a dermatologist, but he is deeply committed to the cause of the quality, as we have seen in his proactive actions. And Mr. Ashish Jain, who previously held the position of heading the CII and has been initiating a lot of new and novel courses for the skill sector, and they're very, very open to the new leash of many, many cadres of frontline healthcare providers to step ahead for skilling who will add value to the entire health sector segment. So the formality of the signatures being done. The man behind the camera, Dr. VC, can kindly join at the front end, please. So we know by previous experience that calling VC once is not enough, so we call him again. Yeah, thank you so much. And from dream to reality, the MOU signing ceremony is just done. And may I now request Dr. Atul Kochar, the CEO of NABH, to address the captain, please.
Thank you so much, madam. Dr. Devi Shetty sir, Dr. P. Sivakumar sir, Dr. Alex, my friend Ashish, our distinguished assessors of NABH, Dr. Kashya, Vinama madam, Dr. Manju, Dr. Christy, and all the distinguished leaders in the audience. It's my proud privilege to be here today on behalf of NABH Quality Council of India. It is indeed a very proud moment because today, 21st of January, QCI celebrates its 26th foundation day also. So, exactly 26 years before Government of India came together with all the leading industry bodies, CII, FICCI, SOCHAM, to create this concept of quality in India with single line mission, to create an ecosystem for quality in all domains. And NABH came about in 2005, sir. In 2005, 2006, there's a story behind that the first hospital to be accredited was not by NABH, but was by JCI, the Indraprastha Apollo. And there was lots of hue and cry in the media that why not India have its own standard. So then NABH was born under QCI, and as part of that, we released a standard in 2006. And today, from that one standard, we have about 25 programs, small healthcare, Ayush, blood bank, excellence system, nursing excellence, etc. And we touch about 15,000 hospitals. And as Dr. Devi sir very rightly pointed out, that this shows that these homegrown, self-reliant standards, the totally Atmanirbhar standards, have found much favor. And over the past 20 years, we've done what the Joint Commission has done over the past 72 years. So in the US, for example, the movement started in 51. They touch about 40,000 small, big urgent care, surgery care, small centers in that country. But in the 18 years, our standards are comparable to the best in the world. We have presence in 13 countries. We have, like this month, we accredited about 3 centers in Oman, about 3 in Philippines. In Bangladesh, we have lots of presence and counting. So these standards have found the favor, and we today stand tall on shoulders of a hospital like Narayana Health, sir, which show to the world what quality movement is. So I think under your guidance, with the active support of government, active guidance of Dr. Alex, I think nothing will stop the movement if healthcare sector skill council and NABH come together to create some user-friendly allied health programs, which can give the credibility to the building blocks of healthcare, as you have been said. So we look forward to that day, and it's my proud privilege to be here on behalf of NABH. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Atul Kochhar. Just last week, our team from Foxy was in his office, and all of a sudden, he opened up an umbrella which says, this is an umbrella for quality care, and all of us stuck ourselves in various positions because we were too many of us, which was very symbolic of the fact that India is such a diverse country that one size, one shoe will not fit all. We have to tweak and make things happen in the manner that it suits the context. And under the umbrella of universal healthcare, under the umbrella of quality healthcare, everywhere to everyone, every time, where nothing else counts. That is the dream, and we have learned from our leaders here that we dream big, we make our best and sincere efforts to execute them, and then the needle has to move forward. And we have now here with us Mr. Ashish Jain, who is the CEO of the Health Sector Skill Council, which has many, many verticals of skilling in the health sector segment. And the best part of the health sector team is they are open to receiving the newer ideas, newer modules as per what the gaps may be. We much appreciate that, having had this brief experience with them to create some proposals for them. So may I invite Mr. Ashish Jain to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Hema. Dr. Devi Shetty, the chairperson for HSSC. Dr. Selva Gopal, Principal Secretary, Government of Karnataka for Skill Development. Dr. Alex, Chairman HSSC Karnataka, and he wears multiple hats. So I'm referring to one of the hats today. Of course, my dear friend, Dr. Atul, we just jokingly saying, we both were sitting in Delhi here to sign the agreement MOU today. And all the push, we were keen to sign this MOU, but I think there's always sometimes push is required. So that push came from our chairman, Dr. Devi Shetty, and said, kind of given us a date, this is the date we would like to sign it. And I think thanks to Dr. Atul, we worked behind and see that we agreed on a document. We were able to sign this on this auspicious day, I would say, because QC was also created on such a day, constituted on such a day. Just to add, I think enough has spoken about inequality, and I think we have been referred as 2 joints, but I would like to say, I think we are very small if we compared to NABH, but thank you that we have been referred to as a joint. Even standing with any which is makes us a joint together, but we try our strength, our backbone from our chairperson, Dr. Devi Shetty, and other governing council members, which are healthcare leaders, and some of you who are present here today as well. So whatever we are today, whether we are joint or not, I don't know, but wherever we are, sir, is because of the I think unstinted support. Time, which is very valuable for, I think anyone can't dispute this. If Dr. Devi Shetty can give us, hours and hours for one of the agenda items, probably we are thankful and grateful for you for giving us so much time to see how we progress forward and how we take this initiative forward from here. So that's what create healthcare sector skill council, and that's the reason why I think today why we are here the having said this, I would also like to add, I think the main intent of this MOU today, as Dr. Hema just mentioned, we had this MOU earlier also, but we are today, reimagining this and seeing how we make it more relevant for the today's time, how we make it more inclusive, how we make it, stand to the quality which is desired by the healthcare providers. And quality cannot come without the human resources. So if we have to look at human resources, probably we are looking at skilled human resources. Dr. Selva just mentioned, one of the important areas which is picked up by the Honorable Prime Minister himself. 6 areas, skills is one of the areas, and health and sure will be another one. So we are talking here today, out of 6 top areas, countries looking at 2 areas are sitting there, which had planned to work together to see how we can bring quality in healthcare We wanted to work closely to see that how we provide quality human resources. We have been meeting a lot of you one-on-one, we have been discussing in such workshops, etc. What we figured out, there's a lot of skill gap which is there in existing professionals. We understand they come from different towns, carrying those degrees and diplomas, but there is a lot which is expected by the healthcare providers and employers like you. So probably that's this skill gap which you're trying to fill. So we are getting into where we look at short-term training, providing those skill sets to the healthcare providers. We are also looking at upskilling and reskilling existing professionals, as Dr. Devi Shetty mentioned in his remarks. So we're not limiting ourselves to one set now with new guidelines, new direction from the board and the mandate from the government and the Honorable Prime Minister himself. What we're looking at now, reskilling and upskilling also, which means that we have started upskilling programs for nurses, even doctors in different areas. We have pilots which are doing with Dr. Devi Shetty, which is led by him himself. So we are looking at the entire spectrum of healthcare professionals today, starting from the bottom of the pyramid as well as a general assistant or a bedside assistant doing this specialist as well. So our only aim and thought is, as Dr. Atul also mentioned, and that's where we find synergies while we are coming together. I think in NABH, one motive, one goal is quality. How we can build the quality healthcare, and we also kind of identify with that particular concept, and that's where we come together to see how we can strengthen hands of NABH, how we can strengthen the entire healthcare sector to reach to that quality. So if somebody speaks about quality healthcare, India should be there for the top-notch destination. And I again recall my word of Honorable Chairman, which I think Dr. Alex also mentioned, and it's also one of the things which is derived from our Honorable Prime Minister as well. So Honorable Prime Minister once said, while he was launching this film commission, he said he wanted to see his vision is that India should become a skill capital of the world. Our chairperson added, we wanted to see that India becomes the human resource hub for healthcare. So it is in line with what we're looking at from the top leadership and our chairperson guiding us. And I hope from here, bringing in this skill people which will be recognized for NABH accreditation at certain level, while they are accreditation, how we can develop joint programs of capacity building of existing professionals together. So that will bring a lot of quality, and which will then help us getting the right set of employment for people who are certified through HSSC as well, because that's what we aim of skill mission. Right? Whatever people are being certified is not certified for sake of certification. It's that they should be able to find employment, meaningful employment after that certification. That's the meaning. And only possibility or only way they can do it if it is this qualification and this training. Anything is useful for the industry, then instead we need to hire. So we wanted to make it industry level. That's the only goal we have. And we believe it is industry level. Why not do we hire? Where will we hire? And that's the reason we start with the employer. We work backwards with what is that employer requires, and then we start moving backwards to see what kind of training to be provided to the people. And that's why I started our trainings across the healthcare verticals. And I'm very happy to share that one of the unique programs Dr. Devi Shetty last week shared about how nurses could be upskilled. I think we will get that the last meeting that is already approved. So we're going to work on that certification of that program. We are already working on a program for upskilling of MBBS doctors. And Dr. Atul mentioned about the verticals which he is working on. So I'm happy to share that we are also working with all the healthcare streams, including Ayush as well. So that's really one of the areas where we can work together. Because of the common areas of interest, which leads to the factor that what we are looking for healthcare sector with this common awareness. And that's what bring two of our organizations together to see that how we can together synergize the effort and make it happen. So thank you everyone for coming here. Thank you to Chairman, thank you Dr. Selvam for coming here. Dr. Atul, I know you will travel a lot. So thank you for this hectic program. I think he just came back last night from the technology meeting. So thank you to you that you could make it for this year. So, and Dr. Alex, of course, for leading this was Dr. Prima, Dr. VC, and my team. So thank you everyone who is here today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. The last 2 minutes, we are on time to release our guests today on time. There are two more collaborative happenings, if Anshu and Pooja can get those, because HSSC is now breaking the silos and getting right across the entire community who can be skilled, inclusive of 28 million school and college dropouts who are to be skilled, and there are many in many different sectors with short, smart courses which can be skilled. So if you can step ahead quickly for our artist team, Dr. Diwakar and Sheetal, and I'm sure if you have anybody else, we have just 2 more minutes before Shanmuganathan comes to give his vote of thanks. And on our own behalf, like to thank just about everybody here who has spent their time from busy schedules, because all the way from Delhi, we can't fly you down again and again. So this is what it is. Yes. I'm sure this is it. Yeah. So this is, we just symbolically exchange, because this is a witness of our public commitment that yes, the key people from the Ramaya Hospital also can kindly step in. I'm sure everybody will agree that the whole ceremony is on a fast track today, and well ahead of time. We have come to the conclusion and nearly at the word of vote of thanks. Thank you so very much. Dr. Selva Kumar and